Hey everyone, I'm Jack Fossett, and today we are checking out two beautiful Mendocinos from Grez Guitars. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Thanks for checking out this video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to support the channel, do your shopping through the link below. We'll talk about that more in a little bit. Today, I've got two really awesome guitars from Grez Guitars. They are a private company that are making really amazing stuff. Now, this is not a sponsored video. I want to mention that. These are just passing through, but I really wanted to share them with you, not just because they're a small company and I want to get the word out about small companies, but also because they're really awesome guitars. Now, I've been following them for quite a while on Instagram and some on YouTube, and I really love the style. They're just making stunning guitars, and one of the things that I love and I look for in private companies that I think is really cool is they have a uniqueness. There's nothing else that looks quite like them, but they also have a familiarity. You can see what the influences of these guitars are, but not in a way where they're just copying. He's kind of doing his own thing, but again, in that kind of, way that pays homage to, it's like a great song that you can tell what the artist's influences are, but they're still writing their own thing. It's kind of like that. And these are just no exception. Now, what's really cool is that they play and sound as good as they look. And, that's always the payoff. They feel amazingly light and resonant. And it's one of those things where you know it as soon as you pick it up. They're kind of one of those guitars, some guitars you have for a long time and you can just never quite connect with them. Other guitars you pick up for the first time and you feel like it's like been your best friend for 20 years. That's kind of what these are like. They have beautifully done finishes that are smooth, no kind of amateurness to the finishes. And I'm actually going to read to you some of the email that he sent me. I sent an email to them asking, hey, what are the specs of these guitars so that I can share people some accurate information. So I actually want to read part of that email to you. All right, first, for the Mendocino Junior, we have a 24.75-inch scale, standard for a vintage junior, with compensated vintage-style wrap tailpiece and wolf tone meaner P90, a one-piece Honduran mahogany neck, ebony fingerboard with a 12-inch radius and medium jumbo frets. We have a one-piece body from reclaimed old-growth redwood. This is interesting because it's a new guitar but made from very old wood. The tree would have been on average 1,000 years old. In this case, it was cut down in the 1920s to build a bridge. It's been seasoning for 100 years outside as a bridge before it was replaced and the wood turned into a guitar. So that's the Junior. That's pretty awesome to be playing a guitar that's made of potentially 1,000-year-old wood. So now here's a general note about his guitar building in general. So one thing I like to focus on is minimizing the number of glue joints. There's the fretboard to the neck and the neck to the body. That's basically it, other than the head plate overlay, but I don't know that this counts for much. I agree. For the regular Mendocino, this one is larger, a 14-inch body, available in a double cut or the smaller standard body, all with or without the F-hole, and of course different pickups. All these options change the sound a little and help push the instrument in a direction that matches what the player wants, but it's not night and day difference. They all have a similar signature sound. These have a 25-inch scale, again, one-piece Honduran mahogany neck and ebony fretboard. The body is very, very hollow, technically semi-hollow, and is made from a big one-piece block of Honduran mahogany. The top is salvaged old-growth redwood. The idea is that these are light and small, but hopefully through careful design, material selection, and construction, they don't sound small. So just from the email, not only do you get the specs, but you also get the sense that this is someone who cares very deeply about their builds, which I don't know how you would put that much effort into it without caring that much, but I digress. They're just incredibly light, resonant guitars. They can be made to order with a number of different options. I think they sound wonderful. They have a great feel. I can't say enough good things. I'm really thrilled to have a chance to play one of these. You know, at some point I'm going to try and get one for myself because I love these guitars so much, and hopefully this will send a little traffic in their direction. Now, to show off these guitars today, I'm playing into the Supro Amulet 12. It's funny because I'm using the Wampler Pantheon for my overdriven tones, and when I first plugged in and started recording the video, I hadn't used the Pantheon for a while, and I had forgotten I had it set on a higher gain setting, and so I started kind of playing, and I hit a chord, and I was originally going to go for a lighter overdriven tone, and I kind of went, oh, because it sounded really good, particularly with the Junior, I thought, on the higher gain setting, like you just heard in the jam. You know, it's like, it's a cool kind of old Americana guitar, and it sort of, in a way, exudes like jazz and folk and early rock and roll and blues and stuff like that. But man, it'll also really howl if you want it to. So I'm going to give you a couple of different things here. So what we're going to do coming up is a tonal profile of both of the guitars. Now for the single pickup guitar, I'm going to play clean and overdriven, but I am going to mess with the volume and tone a little bit. And if you've followed my channel, you know I've done a number of videos of single pickup guitars. They really are more versatile than you think they're going to be. You know, they invite you, almost demand that you use your volume and tone more to, you know, manipulate your sound. But you'll hear this one's really, really resonant. The pickup sounds fantastic, and the tone can change drastically depending on how you dial it in. Then with the Mendocino standard, I guess, that one I'm going to do bridge, middle, and neck, both clean and overdriven, so you can get a good picture, hopefully, of what both of these great guitars sound like. So I'm going to link to their website. Now, I highly suggest you check them out. You can see all kinds of different builds on their Instagram page. You know, think about whatever your custom guitar might be that they would make. They even make, you know, cool, like I've seen cool baritone stuff and just all kinds of different options that you can get. And also, if you want to support me and support my channel, you know, you can check out my gear recommendations. If you shop through the other links that I have listed, you can get cool gear. I get a little commission off of anything that you buy through that. So feel free to check that out as well, as if you want to support the channel. So stick around for some more tone. Let us know what you think. Remember to follow and check out Grez Guitars. I'm Jack Fossett. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the video.